hi everyone and welcome to Completely Legitimate Business. It's completely legitimate, it's business, and it has spermites. Massive thank you to the anonymous donator who donated me 10 subs while I was offline. Thank you, whoever you may be. Thanks, great. Love it. We also got we got a pledge offline, and we hit our follower goal for the day. So, Lindy, if you want to start us off with one of them minor magical items, you can do so. We could just go straight in with one. Loads happened while I was offline today. I should be offline more often, it seems. Check out all of the links in chat. The bot is spamming you with all of the places you can contact us, all of the places you can support us, all of our sponsor information, and all of the websites that we can get discount codes for if you check out the panels below the screen. Big thank you to Bird and the Storm Publishing and Mage Hand Press, especially Mage Hand Press, who not only make the show possible, they also wrote the expansion for the system that we're playing in this game. So, big shout out to them. Thank you very much. With that, I'll hand over to Lindy, who can introduce us and the things and all the things. Hi.
Hi. I'm Lindy. Am I unmuted? Okay, I am. Good. Hi, I'm Lindy. I was doing like other things. I was like, oh yeah, I should open this thing. Minor magical items. Gonna go to Mercy. But yeah, I'm Lindy, and I will be the dungeon master for this evening. We are playing completely legitimate business, which is, of course, nothing but that. And I am super hyped. If I could have Marcy roll me a D100, we'll get to her minor magical item for the day. But in bigger news, in an hour and 22 minutes, it'll be my birthday. So we're gonna roll over into a happy day midway through our game, which will be awesome. And then, yeah, so it's good. I'm super good mood. I'm feeling very benevolent and generous right now. So you're welcome. Which is probably good because I'm throwing horrible things at you. But anyways, yeah, let's go around, say who we are and who we will be playing. Unfortunately, the wonderful Not So Speedruns is not going to be with us this evening. So we will be having, I guess I'll automate Junkar. I forgot to ask if you wanted me to just put him somewhere or automate him. So I'm automating him. Get ready for some lame jokes. We're gonna start with Marcy. Marcy,
hi everybody, my name is Marcy, and I will be playing Captain Lysander Fox, who is a half Genasi, half gnome, star captain, warlock, rogue, miscreant, and has a very cute familiar named Stargoyle. And also, I rolled a 68.
Excellent, 68. Yes.
So close.
So
Yeah,
I know.
So close. This is life. That's such a...
So...
It's the anti-game.
It's so hetero.
It happens. So I'm not giving the gift of a TPK. That would be too benevolent. They must suffer a little. So your item is Captain Lysander found this while digging through one of her uncle's drawers. It is a button. Regular button, but you learn that it's magical, and if you have this button on your person, sewn onto an item of clothing, you rarely feel hungry and only need to consume 1/5 of the usual amount of food.
It's a button, okay.
It's a button.
A food button. A lack of food button. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's that thing. Let's pop over to Ish.
Hello, I am Jordan, aka Sassy with Sander, and I will be playing Ish, who is a near-human fighter, who likes to get into arguments with intellectual bugs of different types, and loves pizza, so.
Oh, lovely, and we will see lots of Ish today. I'm sure that Cynthia has nothing to say at all. Up to you guys today. I'm sure it'll be fine. But last but certainly not least, Johnny Deep.
Hello, lovers. Johnny Deep. Yep. Pirate extraordinaire. Previously a captain. Allegedly a pirate king. Definitely something going on with a pirate queen. But that's all irrelevant because right now I've got a sack full of crystals and I feel like I'm covered in spermites.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, I'm not touching that one. Just gonna let it.
Looks like we're going a new floor.
All right, so because I'm feeling so generous, if one of you guys wants to do a recap of what happened last week, I will give you an inspiration. No? No inspiration?
I can go for an inspiration, I suppose.
Okay. Johnny needs.
Well, as I recall, what do I recall? We were all on the ship. There was lots of shipping stuff going on. That's what happens on ships. Junker learnt a vibrate function. We went down onto the ground. Everyone started doing the drilling and stuff, but I wasn't very good at that. So I answered my true calling, which is looking for treasure. Meanwhile, people up top found lots of nice things. I'm trying to remember the specifics of what happened to everyone else. I'm very self-centered, Johnny Deep, apparently. I do remember finding the mother bug. I remember finding the queen spermite. That was a trial. And running. Lots of running. It's funny how the things that take a short amount of time, like running 120 feet in 6 seconds, seem to last forever in these flashback sequences, because my god. Yeah. Anyway, we ruined the best Pupperware. Cynthia the bug freaked everyone out, and we got on board the ship with very little, whatever it was they were mining, but a lot of mysterious crystals, and, oh yeah, we filled the queen spermite with air, and blew her off into space. From the airlock.
They all burrowed back down into the moon at the very end, but yeah, you decimated a vast majority of the spermite population on that moon. So you get an inspiration. Good job.
I mean, that's definitely the story that Johnny's going to tell when they retell it, though.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we just obliterated her. So you guys are on your ship. I think we ended with you guys just getting into the ship and smushing the spermites.
That's one thing I haven't mentioned, as all storytellers do. I've told this tale as though no one got hurt and we all did it magically. However, oh no, I think we had a long rest at the end, because I do now currently have lots of HP, but my god was I on about 2, I think, and that was by the good graces of the gods, aka chat.
Yeah, it really was. Things were looking real bad for Johnny there for a minute. But yeah, you guys are back onto your ship. Your not cargo. I guess it is cargo. It's cargo now. You're mining the things that you mined safely stowed on board in the cargo bay. A lot of you were fairly injured, but are able to rest up, roll hit dice. That's what it was. You guys rolled a bunch of hit dice as soon as you got it. You're like, all right, resting immediately. So you have moved far enough away from the moon that you feel safe. As you're in space, what do you do now? Where are you guys headed? Now that you've gotten all these minerals.
Well, if I remember correctly, we are still kind of evading capture by those Federation folks. So let's just keep going in the opposite direction of where they were heading when we last saw them.
Excellent. Keep heading in the opposite direction.
Just full speed ahead, Mr. Deep. Just keep going. Stop asking why. Just go.
I don't need telling twice. Right. Full wind in the sails. Anyway, yep.
I don't know what a sail is.
Drop them all! Drop all the sails! Lash the rigging!
I'm so new to ships. He's teaching me so much.
So much you didn't even know spaceships had. Rigging. I didn't even know we needed that. Like, yeah. It's a good thing you have him.
I know.
It's very important. All right. So, you guys are just cruising through space for a while. It takes you... Now, the moon was kind of in the middle of nowhere, so... And you did kind of port there. So, we are going to speed through time a little bit, unless there's anything anyone wanted to do specifically. You've kind of go on cruise for 2 days before you find an establishment, like kind of just, you see another moon, a much larger moon with like little lights on it. And it looks like there's a small spaceport there.
in that time, Johnny would almost certainly try and catch Lysander alone for a little bit.
All right.
I mean, just kind of, he wants to catch them alone, but then at the same time doesn't know how to start the conversation. So he's going to do that awkward walk in, kicking about thing. All right, Lysander.
I'm like in bed reading. Johnny, what are you? Hi.
Just picking
What's
things
going
up.
on?
It's all fake, Fox.
I'm gonna swing my feet off the bed and then stand up. What's fake, Johnny? Nothing's fake around here. Everything's fine. Everything's completely legitimate, you know?
No, yes, completely legitimate, yes, and probably completely legitimate as well, and maybe even completely legitimate, but I'm gonna get rumbled, I'm gonna find out. I don't know nothing about nothing. I've been making up all the words I'm shouting at people, I'm just lucky.
Yeah, that's the spirit, you know? If we get caught, we just pretend like we don't know anything. You're so good at this. I'm gonna clap him on the shoulder.
No. You don't understand, since I've come to space, my luck's run out. I kept getting eaten by spermites. I've never been touched by a monster before in my life, except through other platonic and non-platonic interactions, which were most pleasant. But I've never been in touch with a monster before for any physical harm reason. I don't even know how to use this. Holds up the lightsaber.
Whoa, hey. Johnny, I'm just gonna put their arm down. Johnny, it's not like that though. It's, you know, sometimes you just get in a thing and you get hurt sometimes. That's it. Are you doing okay?
I'm not doing okay. Got all my teeth and limbs, I guess I'm alright.
Yeah, I just got a little bit of a scrap and you're fine. It's nothing but a few bruises. I'm gonna punch one of his bruises.
But you understand, when I fell from the stars, that I wasn't a spaceman like you, a space person, a space thing, you know, with the space and the stars. I'm just some person from this place. I don't know nothing about starships. I didn't even know that if you got sucked off the edge, you'd end up in somewhere else.
Look, Johnny, come walk with me real quick, and I'm gonna just start taking him through them down the utility hallway. That's like a little too cramped, but it's like a private area that I found. Johnny, there's nothing wrong with feeling unsure about your capabilities. And I know I get my power directly from a star, which can be hard for people to deal with sometimes, including myself. But you're no less of a person just because you don't have star powers, you know?
No. I mean, I don't know nothing about stars. I didn't even know stars were stars. I just thought it was a big light.
Now look, I've seen you play guitar in bars. You are 100% a star.
That is true. I can sing and play the guitar. That I can do. But that's only through practice.
Yep.
All of this piracy malarkey, I make it up! I ain't got a clue!
Yes, that's it. Johnny, I don't either. We're in it together. I feel uncomfortable with touching you because you're rather wet.
That's what they all say.
But I will give you a platonic pat on the shoulder.
I thought you were going to say a crisp high five, and I was going to counter it with a moist clap. But, fair enough.
You know what? I'll give you a crisp, airy high five. How about that?
I'm not lucky anymore, Lysander. I'm losing it.
I don't think... It's just one thing. You know? Not a lot of people are lucky, and maybe your luck just needs to recharge. That's the thing about luck. If it were always the same, it wouldn't be luck now, wouldn't it? If it weren't a gamble, then it's not luck.
But usually it's other people that are unlucky and I'm just lucky. I'm not sure about this sometimes being unlucky thing, that's...
You've been gambling though, right? You never lose, it's not luck. Anyway, I really need you to fly the ship right now because nobody else on the ship knows how to do it, even though they really want to.
Just touch the wall and there'll be like a pulse as you cast autopilot.
Thank you.
Alright. Cheers, Lysander, I think. I'm gonna go to the bar.
Yeah, get yourself, loosened up for the pilot stuff you do so well. You're the best!
Oh god!
You get to the bar, and Black Whirlwind and Respectable Sexy Lady are having a drinking contest.
Now this doesn't require luck. There better be room at that table for free. 'Cause I'll drink both of you under the table. That's another thing I've been practicing for a long time.
Bring it.
I will join them.
Okay. Now does Johnny play to win? Or is Johnny playing to forget?
Johnny plays the same way that they always play. Johnny plays to gain the admiration or ire of the people around him and cares little for the drink.
Alright. Give me a Constitution saving throw, sir, as you imbibe
Oh god.
plethora of alcohol. I will give one for the other people, too. And D20. Oh, Black Whirlwind's wasted. Respectable Sexy Lady is drinking everybody under the table.
I'm gonna look at Black Whirlwind and sort of
He's like face down on the bar.
just comment to RSL. Do you know, with all them gizmos and gadgets, a name like Black Whirlwind, a great big thick bushy beard and a mechanical arm and all that sort of business, thought he'd be able to hold his drink.
You thought so as well. Apparently it's not the case. Just pours herself another.
Hold out my cup.
There you are.
I'm quite puzzled. I've lost a lot of respect for Black Whirlwind.
Oh, he rolled a nat 1! Bless him. It's just a bad day for Johnny. Johnny's very bad day.
My illusions have been shattered. It's all falling away from my eyes.
So, now that mining gig is over, I know you are not captain, but do you know how long employment will be? Is there other mining work to be done?
Well, I mean, is that a general question or a specific to this ship question? Because, I mean, there's always mining work to be done somewhere.
Generally, yes. More specific to ship.
I mean, probably. We've got that great big mining laser. Might as well do some more mining.
Very good point. I shall just pour another
Oh,
cheers.
yeah, cheers. We could start a company. We could convince Lysander. We could call it Completely Legitimate Mining.
You very well could. Completely legitimate mining. Because I'm sure that is what we are doing.
Yeah. I don't suppose you know anything about these crystals. Like, been dragging this bag around with them everywhere, just pulls out a glass crystal.
You have. Actually, I do. These crystals are very rare, only grow under specific condition. They're sought after for many reasons. Some people crush them down into fine powder, used for spells and like. Other people believe they are a very important component for a scrying spell.
All right.
Like crystal ball, but natural formation.
Between me and you, I think I'm supposed to know more about spell casting than I actually do. I know I can make the ship do things. I don't know how. What happens to the scrying spell?
Well, I do not use magic myself, but
You should try it.
scrying
It's good.
spell, not really my thing. But scrying spell allows you to see people and other places that are far away. Potentially great distance, even other planets.
Very interesting, very interesting.
Mm.
But not that interesting. Look, there's something much more interesting going on this ship. And right now,
No?
person to person,
No.
beings, sentience.
This applies to both of us, duh.
Yeah. What's going on with Junker and Lysander and you, eh? Don't give me that look.
Well, your Vect is very forward. Something I can appreciate and respect.
Probably the way
Most
that
people,
they were programmed, I reckon.
maybe. I do not know much about the Vect. Learning much. But, the captain, every time I am near, she seems to go other way. I think she do not like me.
Alright, great, brilliant. Whew.
I do enjoy working on ship very much, but I'm not hopeful about the prospect of getting contract renewed for other work.
I am willing. Now, I'm not much. I'm not much of a gambler. It's a slight lie.
I do not believe that at all. You went down a random dark tunnel hole in an asteroid.
Oh, that's different. I wasn't gambling with money. You see, when it comes to money, I don't gamble much, but when it comes to lives and love, I'll put everything on the line for apparently nothing. I don't know why I do it. But
It's thrill.
I bet.
That is why gamblers gamble. It's thrill.
Oh, right.
Addicted to a hormone. It's fine.
No, I can't get my head around that. It's too much. But I bet you that Captain Fox will offer you another job. But I'll leave it to you to figure out why.
All right. Well, let's drink to hopefully future employment. Shall top you both off?
Future enjoyment and employment, and holding your drink. I say, looking at Black Whirlwind. Still disillusioned.
Out. Cold. Bless him. He had to pick a class that wasn't proficient in Constitution saving throws, didn't he? It's fine. So you guys drink well into the night until both of you are fairly toasty. Then she goes off to her bed of nails, and you go off to your room. The next day, you see this moon This moon. That's right. That had the little space station on there. You see, like, when you're on the highway, and there's, like, the signs, kind of, that say, like, hotel, this rest stop, food, what kind of gas station there is. You see kind of that, but before this moon, something a sign, and it says that there is the Poorhouse and the Stagger Inn. The Poorhouse is spelled P-O-U-R. You assume that's kind of a bar. And the Stagger Inn is spelled I-N-N, so you're assuming it's like a hotel. And it looks like there's also a fuel station and that kind of thing, which you guys are getting a little low on fuel because you did a couple unexpected jumps and some cruising around.
Pull up the communicator. Captain Fox, I think we found heaven.
The planet?
No, everything here has got names like drinks.
Oh, you're talking about a bar. I'm sorry, we're just light years away from from heaven right now. Lovely place though, except for the things on fire constantly. Yeah, sure, take us down.
Now, when I'm on the water, Lysander, I know exactly where down is. It's drowning. But, relative to where we are currently, which way is down? You mean go to the place, right?
Johnny, you're so funny. And then I'll hang up.
Got it? Well, let's go and get a drink.
Give me that piloting check.
Oh boy!
This is your rough part, usually.
Using the ship. Bring the ship around.
It's a bumpy landing. Like the entry into the atmosphere is just you gotta hold on, and then things are sliding around, and then you kind of like you skid a little as you like pull in like the bottom of the ship as you pull into the gas station, spaceport. It's more of a spaceport than a gas station.
Sorry, everyone. I learnt to land on the ocean.
You're supposed to skip the water. It's different. Land is so different. So, but you have landed on the planet. There is, different little spaceport sections. There appears to be a decent number of ships here, and you see the Poorhouse, the Stagger Inn, and what looks to be some kind of like courtyard between the two. It looks like they're kind of connected, but it's different. There's like a causeway between them.
Thank you very much, everyone. Lindy, we have hit 10 retweets.
Ooh, all right. So, since Mercy got a magical item, we're gonna roll a D2 to see if Ish or Johnny gets it. It's Ish. Roll me a D100, Ish.
As you wish.
No, you felt that way. Princess Bride. I can't not.
Beautiful.
36. Cool, man. Look at this. That is 6. 36. Ooh, okay, cool. So, you guys kind of, oh, I know what this is. So, JB walks up to you as you guys have landed. He goes, hey, I made something for you.
Not again. She's gonna start walking away.
No. I think you're gonna like it. He holds up like a braided, leather kind of looks like an armband. And it's got like some bright colors in there. Like he's done little designs on it. Looks like little hammers and little smashes, like little smash signs, like bam, pow, boom, biff, like on it.
It's just gonna take it and be like, what in the world is this? But she's fascinated. This is not an insulting what in the world.
It's a friendship armband.
I've never had one of those. And then she's gonna throw it on real fast.
All right. And as you put it on, you get a feeling that you have advantage on perception checks when you are looking for an item that you have lost.
Oh, that'll be helpful.
Mm-hmm. I'll even explain you or one of your friends. So if you or one of the crew loses something, you have advantage on perception checks to find it.
Woo! That's exciting. She is going to enthusiastically punch JB. Be like, okay, pizza?
Yeah. There's like a restaurant down there, so I think maybe I'll have fresh pizza.
Oh, and it's just gonna run and grab her hammer, not even waiting for JB, and then run to the door.
Yeah, he's right behind you.
Okay, good.
All right, so you guys, everyone, you're waiting by the door. Everyone's waiting at the door. Black Whirlwind is much better today. He's not hungover. He's not hungover, so you're surprised, Johnny, that he has 0 hangover. But he also couldn't handle anything, so maybe that has something to do with it. But
You're alright there, Black Whirlwind? Everything alright?
I feel great.
Do you?
Yep.
For the last 2 minutes for grumbling around.
He appears to be like slightly embarrassed about the drinking contest last night. He's like not looking at respectable sexy lady at all.
Interesting conversation last night, wasn't it, Black Whirlwind? Yeah. Good talk.
Great. I loved every minute of it.
Johnny is sour. He had such high hopes. They had such high hopes.
It happens. So your door opens. Your door unloads. Your door opens onto the planet. You guys, where do you get? I'm guessing you guys are headed to the poorhouse.
Lysander, how much money have I got?
Let's see. I'm trying to remember how much money you got. I know I'm holding yours for you, but I didn't write it down on my sheet, so that's fun. We'll set you at 20 gold pieces. That sounds fair.
How much is that in rum?
I don't know, Johnny. It really depends on the place you're buying it from.
Oh, this is so confusing. Rum's a commodity. Why doesn't everyone trade in rum?
Well, I don't know. It's a really good question. Most people just need fuel to get to places from other places, which we need to do actually. I'm gonna go find somebody to fuel the ship.
Yeah, sure. There's like there's a Vect standing by like a fuel pump with like a clipboard.
Hi there. Good
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Happy Times Fuelport. How may I be of service?
I need my ship fueled, please. Just top her off.
Certainly. Could I please have you sign in? It's like a welcome book.
There you go.
Thank you. We will tend to that immediately. And kind of puts the clipboard in like a little like plastic side pocket, picks up a fuel pump, and like drags it over to your ship.
Johnny's so interested. Do we all get to sign?
No, they only really need one signature. All right, let's go take a look around. Johnny, you're in a really good mood today.
Do you know, I think it was good to get things off my chest, even if you didn't get a word I was saying, Lysander. I had a conversation after our conversation, and it was most interesting, but I'll leave that for you to find out whilst I go and get myself duly adulated.
Hold on, what do you mean? A conversation after our conversation?
I did, yes, about employment prospects.
Oh, who are you speaking to? Any friends?
Yeah, the crew. Well, I was trying to have a drinking competition with Black Whirlwind. And the respectable sexy lady whose name we should really learn.
I don't know her name. I forgot it. But I'm sure that's fine. She probably doesn't want to work on the ship again anyway, so it's fine.
You know she thinks you don't like her.
What?
She thinks you don't like. She thinks you don't like her. I was speaking to her. She thinks you don't like her. I laughed in her face, but
You laughed? Oh, Johnny, I have some words for you, Johnny. Why? What are you doing to me? Are you?
hey.
Did you tell her that? Oh,
No, I didn't tell her that you liked her or nothing. I just laughed at her. We were drunk.
Johnny, let me make myself absolutely clear. When it comes to the ship, that's completely legitimate business, but when it's other things, that's my personal business. And you know what? If you ever do something like that again, I'm going to take you up and send you off into space. You got it?
Blimey.
Sorry, I had to use that language.
I didn't even know half of those words before you said them. They make sense, I guess, but my God, who'd have put them combinations together?
It was primordial. Anyway.
I wish I didn't understand it.
He's such an
It's space primordial.
Anyway, I hardly said nothing. I just laughed. That's all.
Yeah, don't do that. That's you're gonna give me away. Oh,
No, that'd be your father's job, surely, or your uncle or something, to
yeah,
give you away.
right. Yeah, that's true. And Captain's gonna stride off and go try to find a buyer at the bar.
Okay. So you stroll into the bar, and it's a pretty nice bar. It's clean. The walls are of pretty cheerful colors. There is a few people behind the bar, and it's actually surprisingly full of patrons. It's hopping.
Nice. I'll settle in and order a drink and
There's a gnome behind the bar.
oh, cool. Hello, fellow small folk. Gonna take a seat at the bar and start making small talk.
Yeah, okay.
Settle in.
So, the bartender, she kind of looks at you. What can I get for you today?
I'd like to... I just got off the ship. I'm not quite ready to stop drinking yet. I'd like some tea, please, though.
Sure, we've got food, we've got drinks, we've got I could bring you a menu if you like.
Please, thank you.
Yeah, certainly. I'll start a cup of tea for you. Partial in any kind?
Something dark and full of caffeine, please.
Gotcha. And she kind of walks over and she kind of like scoops a bunch of leaves into some hot water, brings it over to you. Then also gives you a menu.
It's called Spee. Why did we
Spee?
create this naming convention? You see,
Space
okay.
tea.
Spee. Oh gosh, Spod saved the speen. I'm gonna. Yep, I'm just gonna settle in for a while and observe people around and see if I can see any seedy characters. This is starting to strike me as an actual, completely legitimate business.
Sure. Give me a perception check to look for seedy individuals. Ooh, with a perception check like that, you spy. There's a couple seedy-looking individuals here. you spy one the seediest looking individual here is appears to be a halfling woman. She's got it looks to be either war paint or tattoos on. They kind of go, there's red lines that go from her eyes down to her neck, and she's got some bone piercings through her nose. She's got her hair is all in dreadlocks with feathers and beads kind of woven in, and she's got like a large kind of like rough woven poncho on that's got a big hood that is currently down because she's indoors, and she's got little leather foot wrappings that remind you a lot of kind of how a lot of street thieves use it, like when they're climbing buildings and stuff, so kind of like free running shoes. And it looks like she's got an interesting looking highly mechanical bow and some wicked looking arrows kind of like sitting in a quiver next to her. She appears to be drinking some tea, has a salad next to her, and she is furiously scribbling on some pieces of paper. Not a data pad, actual pen and paper.
That is very seedy.
I know.
Who does that? All right, I'm gonna study and wait for a.
There's a couple of other people, but that's the seediest. There's a couple of gentlemen appear to be basic humans. They're kind of, average, kind of like grease covered but clothing. Looks maybe they're kind of mechanics or something. Hard to tell. Definitely blue collar worker looking types, but they're eating and drinking a lot, which seems to be maybe what you'd think out of their budget, but they don't seem to be like sweating it at all.
Okay.
Which strikes you as odd. As everyone else kind of walks into the bar, the gnomish woman behind the bar goes, "Oh, greetings, welcome to the poorhouse. Is there anything I can get you? Menu, perhaps? Drink, food?"
Isha's gonna quickly walk over to the bar, put her hammer on the bar, say, lean in real close and be like, "Okay, I have a couple questions for you.
I'm sure I've got some answers.
Pizza.
All right. What about it?
Do you have it?"
Yes, we have it. What kind would you like?
What kind? Isha's only been introduced to one kind.
I'll bring you a menu, love. And she kind of reaches under, gives you a food menu.
And then Isha's gonna lean in really close to the point where she's like leaning almost over the counter.
You notice it's kind of interesting because she's a gnome. Like, you're standing at like a normal height counter. The bar on the other side is like 3 feet higher, so she's like eye level with you, but there's only like a foot and a half of space between her and the floor compared to your space. Like a raised platform that's got a bar built around it.
I need to know, who is your chef?
Who's the chef? My wife's the chef.
Oh, okay. And it's just gonna sit back down in the chair.
And an illithid with a little apron and maid outfit walks out from behind. I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
No.
It's just gonna panic.
No. Well, just take some time and look over the menu, dear. I'm sure you'll find some type of pizza that strikes your fancy. And like you look and there's like sandwiches, soups, salads, pizzas, and they've like 8 different kinds of pizza.
It's just gonna close the menu with purpose, hand it back, and say, "All of them," and slide it over.
All of them?
Yes.
A personal serving size or a shareable size?
JB, are you hungry? Is JB
Always. Yeah, he's like right next to you.
We're gonna need a sharing size.
All right then. She'll kind of write it down. She's gonna like sticks it on one of those little rotating like silver things and slides it, and it goes back to the kitchen. All right, Inva, you there, Mister? What can I get for you today?
One moment. Lysander,
Certainly.
Lysander, would you mind if I was to relinquish that 20 gold of your person?
No, not at all. There you go.
Thank you. I'll go and sit on the stool, only about 5 feet away from Lysander and Ish. I will spin around on the stool, put the 20 gold down, and go, Just keep me filled up with random until this runs out. I've had a confusing day and I want to talk about it.
All right then. Get right on that then. She'll take it. She'll get you a big glass, like not a pint glass. She gets you like a glass, and just basically empties up a bottle into it, slides it over.
Cheers. And without talking about any details, Johnny is going to explain to this bartender how people say one thing nice and then they say something horrible, and then someone else says something nice, and then the other person says something that's kind of like, you know, well, you shouldn't have done that because you said something horrible, but you didn't actually say anything, you just laughed, you know? And then the people that you think are cool can't handle their drink and they're on the floor, and it's all messed up.
Well, you know, there can be more to life than just drinking. Who knows? Maybe drinking isn't their skill set. Maybe they're really good at other things. My wife can't handle her liquor for anything but whoo in the bedroom.
Does Ish overhear this conversation?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
It's not quiet.
It's just gonna pull out 20 more gold and slide it over to Johnny and just pat Johnny on the
Cheers-ish. Deep
All right.
draft of rum.
Uh-huh.
Tell me this, though. Where's all the luck going?
Well, it depends on what your source is.
Well, if it ain't going to me, where's it going? It's got to be going somewhere.
Well, it depends on where you get your luck from. There's a lot of wide varieties of where luck comes from.
Bloody hell, you're just as confusing as everyone else.
Well, I just overhear things. And she'll go back, she'll pull up, like, up one pizza's done. She goes, alright, now, this is the, spinach and feta pizza. Let me know how you like this. She'll put it down in front of you, too.
Ish is gonna look at the green spinach
Uh-huh.
on the pizza and just slowly start picking it off and putting it in a pile.
Maybe takes it from your pile and puts it on his slice and just... It's basically just transfer it to one half of the pizza. The crust is flaky and buttery. And you just, it smells really good. Green things and all.
It's just gonna like pick up the piece of pizza and try to
You don't see any red sauce on it, which is the strange thing. He normally has red stuff on it.
She's a little bit shook by this. She's trying, so normally she has a way she eats pizza, right? But this just is not the same. So she's like analyzing which side to take a bite out of first. And then she gives up, folds it, and eats it like a sandwich.
It is hot, garlicky, buttery, flaky, steamy, cheesy, and delicious.
She is gonna take it, like take a bite, and then without like chewing or anything, with food in her mouth, what?
There's different kinds of pizza.
What?
There's different kinds of pizza-ish. There's more to life than just pepperoni.
But this one has no red sauce.
Well, there's like all sorts of colored sauces.
What?
This is a white sauce pizza.
What? It's just gonna like look at the bartender. Is this true?
Yeah, there's a different. Your blue sauce one's coming out next.
Oh, give me that one. She's gonna put this one down. Waiting enthusiastically.
All right, yeah. It's a couple more minutes, and here, ding, she pulls out. This pizza is a vibrant shade of blue, but there's no cheese.
What?
It's blue, and there is there's like yellow stuff all over it, but that's not like the white kind of stretchy cheese that you know. There's like little yellow flakes, and white circles. It's very colorful.
It's just gonna take her finger and stick it in the middle of the pizza,
Uh-huh.
scoop some up,
Mm-hmm.
and taste it.
It's very tangy. Almost like a barbecue sauce.
She's immediately gonna pull a piece and start eating it.
Uh-huh. It is. The white circles, whatever they are, they're kind of smoky. And then the yellow stuff's kind of spicy. So it's like a spicy, smoky, tangy, sweet pizza.
I just imagine that at this point, like, all of the flavors are just so magical. She's like living in this, like, she feels like she's hallucinating. Like the world is brighter and life is better and smells are stronger and life is good.
Mm-hmm. And JB's like digging in. He's just, he's very happy with this as well.
I also imagine there's blue.
Yeah, oh, you definitely get a blue tongue from it.
Oh, yes! She's
That's the best part.
Oh, is there like a mirror anywhere where she would actually
The bar surface is somewhat reflective. There's like
so
a little,
she would
brass.
notice.
Yeah.
Would she notice?
Yeah.
She's gonna grab her tongue and go, Disney, look at his tongue!
Oh, is mine that color too? His tongue's always blue because he's a blue tiefling.
Yeah, Disney.
The bartender lady walks back over to Lysander. You've had your cup of tea. All right, now how's that cup of tea sitting with you?
It's good, she says, drinking her cold tea.
Mm-hmm.
She's been staring at people around the bar.
All right, is there anything else I can get you?
I'd like just an ale, whatever you have on tap.
Sure. That would be the poorhouse ale. And she brewed out back. Pours you a nice frothy cup. It's kind of a slightly bluish ale.
Oh, everything's so blue here. Thank you. Do you mind if I take this elsewhere in the bar?
Oh, certainly. I'll start you up a tab.
Sure. And I'm gonna stroll over to the halfling
All right.
I mentioned earlier.
Yeah. She
Sit
sees
down
you
my
walk
chair.
over and flips the piece of paper over.
Sit down my drink. Anyone sitting here?
Nope.
May I sit here?
Sure.
Gonna slide into the booth. It's probably also rather tall for me, so
Mhm.
we're just two.
Both of your
small
feet
folk with
dangling.
my feet dangling off. So, you don't seem like the normal sort of clientele around here. I've never seen somebody use paper before. Well, I've seen people use paper, but not this.
Well, paper is far more eco-friendly and recyclable than those data pads everyone else is using. Also, the law can't get to it.
I like you. Let's talk.
Burn your evidence.
Let's talk a bit more about that.
You're not the law, are you?
You see her kind of reaching over for her quiver.
I'll show her one of my my prison tattoos.
Okay, she goes,
Like sort of.
alright. Actually, I might have a job for you.
A job. I am actually looking for something myself. Maybe what's the job? Tell me.
Alright.
You see she pulls out a very elaborate and detailed sketch of an asteroid.
Alright. This here, Malcor 4. It's an asteroid. Not too terribly far from here. See, there's an endangered species of spermites that live there. And there's been some people who recently did some illegal moon mining on it and decimated their population. Don't know if they'll ever recover, but I'm a nature vigilante, so that's what I do.
Oh wow.
I need... And give me a history check,
Sure.
Lysander. I'll give you advantage because of your criminal background.
This is so good.
At around
Right.
this point in time, can Johnny just start singing drunkenly at the bar, please? It won't have any effect for a few minutes, but just start singing around
Yeah,
now.
start singing. So
That'll
you
be
recognize
amazing.
this individual from years of wanted posters, Lysander. This is Fig Ferngully, eco-terrorist.
Nice.
You know that she refers to herself as a nature vigilante, but she's definitely an eco-terrorist, has just blown up houses, buildings, governments. She's very dangerous and very much wanted criminal.
Awesome. I'm gonna lean
But
in
refuses
closer.
to harm nature.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna lean in closer and go, tell me everything you know about this. These people
All right.
must be stopped.
They do. I gotta find out who did it and stop them before they can wreak any more havoc.
You seem to have an aversion to using technology. My ship is pretty good with it. But I think the best way to catch a criminal like this is to find out where they would sell the material that they were mining to. Do you have any ideas about who that might be?
Well, it depends on what they went for the moon for. See, there is both an absence of the selenite and the delicate crystals that grow there. Fortunately, by the time I got there, I was able to save the spermite queen, but so many spermite spawn.
I'm so glad you were
Brutally
able
murdered.
to save the spleen. It's very important. So
She's the last of her kind.
all right, so that's 2 leads then. If somebody was selling, what did you call it, selenite?
Selenite.
If somebody was selling selenite, where would they sell it? And maybe you have some contact information.
Well, the best bet would probably be the Nautilids.
The lids. Okay.
They use a lot of it for their research. Now, they couldn't go through any actual government means, as you know, it's regulated. But they might be able to go find some black market Nautilids. They go to a big enough spaceport. They might have to either get in contact with the Halfling Mafia or the Gentleman to, acquire such a contact. But
The gentleman or the halfling mafia?
yeah, and the Halfling Mafia, they have great intel, so they wouldn't need crystals. But the Gentleman, he's always after those, so that might be. They'd probably go to him if they were trying to off them.
All right. And how much does this? I'm sorry. Do you want us to capture these people, or what do you want?
Capture's too good for their kind.
You want us to? Blowing up ships is really bad for it sends out things into space, and those things can rip into other things.
Oh, I don't care what you do with the ship. Confiscate it.
Oh, so we can just kill the people then, and that's
Yes.
fine.
Yep.
Okay, I think we could definitely arrange that then.
Or if they're beyond your capabilities. They did a lot of damage to the Spermite Queen. Just let me know and I'll take them out.
All right, definitely do that. What is your name again?
Name's Fig. Fig
Oh,
Ferngully.
Big Ferngully. I've heard of you. Big fan.
Thanks. I try to keep on the DL, but reputation gets out sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. And how do we contact you
Oh,
once we complete the work?
well, you can basically go to any planet and at least well-known planet and find someone who talks to animals. Look at the message to me.
Oh, cool. Oh, I can speak to
Yes.
animals. Is that
Well, yeah, animals are definitely my allies.
Oh,
They don't
that's-
poison rivers and decimate species and forests and national treasures. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I mean, I have no idea why anyone would do this, but you know what? These people deserve to be brought
They're
to
a
justice.
protected species. She slams her fist onto
They're
the
a
table.
protective species. Slam it as well.
I know. It's tragic.
That's so tragic. Well,
It's the blood boil.
She's like twitching a little bit.
oh wow. Great. Thank you very much. I'm gonna
Now,
start with
you said you had some questions?
No, actually, you answered all my questions. I was looking for a job.
Alright then.
Thank you very
I'll
much.
be in touch.
And I'll just like finish drinking my beer really fast in one swig, and then just slide off the thing, and then I think I have the message spell. Just like snap my finger at Johnny and be like, Johnny, we need to talk real quick.
Can I respond to that?
Yeah.
Yes, you can respond to this message. 25 words or less.
Johnny responds with, "Put him in a long day with an endangered species! Put him in a long day with an endangered..."
Tackle them, just like...
Off the table! Just off the bar stool.
Which direction is this tackle coming from? 'Cause there's pizza on the line.
I think it because he's about to, he was between you and the captain, so the captain like tackles him off, and it just misses you and JB. You gotta look, see, and just shrugs.
Gonna go back to eating the pizza.
Your next pizza has come out, and this one is a red sauce pizza, but it's a margarita pizza.
Oh, margarita. She's gonna take a bite. What's a margarita?
Well, you know, it's tasty. Whatever it is, it's delicious.
Delicious.
Everything quite alright, Captain Fox? Johnny says from the floor?
Yes.
Everything is fine. But I think, and I'm gonna like kind of look over at where the halfling lady is sitting. We have a job to do, and we can no longer talk about the thing that we just did, because it would throw us off the trail.
What, you mean
On our trail.
you and respectable sexy lady? I thought you'd already said that I wasn't allowed to talk about that anymore.
You know what? No. You know, talk about that all you want. Actually, if you wanted to just talk about that from now on, you could do that.
Well, this is even more confusing. I started drinking because you were confusing.
Perspective on life and preservation of species now that we need to adhere to and not talk about.
Preservation of species? You were shooting spermites left, right, and centre on them.
And I'm gonna just reach up to the counter and take a piece of pizza and slowly just stuff it into Johnny.
You know I don't eat!
Ish is going to watch the pizza leave the counter and immediately get down on the floor with her elbows. Be like, so you took my pizza.
I'll buy you a new pizza, okay?
Why did you take my pizza?
I'm gonna buy you a new pizza. Actually, you should, so eco-terrorists might want us dead, so we're just not gonna talk about the thing we did, okay?
Whoa.
What?
Why would an eco-terrorist want us dead?
Ish is gonna grab a piece of pizza off the counter so she can eat while she hears
A
us.
respectable sexy lady kind of walks over, says, I have gotten those rooms at inn. Would you like me to bring him there?
Yes. Let's all go to
Just
the
kind
inn.
of grabs him by like underneath the shoulder.
What?
Just-
My rum! My rum!
The innkeeper, the barkeep looks super confused. She goes, I'll have it sent over. Stumble in, my cousin. It's fine.
As being carried away, Johnny's just like, oh.
John's really confused. and you just feel the eyes of Fig Ferngully just locked on as you guys get dragged next door.
Ish is gonna yell at JB to get all the pizza and take it with us.
All right, okay, sure. Lord comes out. He just like stacks them up. He's like, can I get these boxes? And she's like, oh yeah, we've got pizza boxes. Sweet. Stacking them up.
Nice.
Follows behind.
Well, that's so good. Wow, that is not the thing I expected to happen today.
Had this plan for weeks.
feel like we should just stock up and leave. But I do have some leads for us. We can go to the gentleman, or we can go to the halfling mafia.
Ooh, mafia.
Kind of my thoughts too.
Are we all together, or did you send Johnny off on their own?
No, I'm not following you.
You guys, they all followed you. The sexy lady's dragging you. The stumble in is actually it's fairly neat. You notice that the innkeeper is really clumsy. Like, he keeps like tripping over his own feet. He's also a gnome, and he has handed has keys all laid out, little names. Respectful sexy lady has gotten the rooms for everybody. And he goes, "Oh, welcome into the stumble in."
Don't suppose we're tight on funds and had to share rooms, did we, Lysander?
I think we have separate rooms.
I was hinting at... Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
No game, I got no game, I got no game. Yeah, we all have separate rooms.
Of course. I think,
You guys
by the way,
Johnny up into one of the rooms, or do you just? Oh yeah, okay.
I think we should go to the gentleman. I don't know what nautilids are, but they don't sound nearly as refined or nice.
Yeah, probably. All right. Let's just have fun here for a bit and talk about. The gentleman sounds familiar to me, and I'd like to look into that more. But Johnny, first I need to show you something, because I think that you're new around here. I think that's what you've been trying to tell me. I'm gonna open one of the drawers, and then I'm gonna hand them the room service menu. Here. They bring the alcohol to you.
You kid.
No, I don't kid.
How?
I'm gonna point at
The column, yeah.
yeah, the cone.
There's like
the phone.
little columns, yeah.
Hello.
Oh, hello there. What can I get you for you?
All the alcohol, please.
You only put 40 gold down, though. How about just some more? Would you like some more rum?
I gotta pay for it.
Oh yeah, you still have to pay for it, but they do bring it to you.
Oh, I thought you meant it was included in the room. Yeah, no, just the 40 gold for the rum. That'd be fine. Cheers, mate.
All right. So a couple months later, just like 2 bottles of rum show up. They're the big bottles of rum.
Ah. Johnny's just gonna pour both into the bar.
Oh, that made him happy. That's
And
good.
JB busts in at the same time with like 6 pizza boxes, and he's like, "Best birthday ever!"
JP, it's your birthday.
No longer jailbait.
Oh wow, that's
A new nickname.
I feel more comfortable swearing around you now for some reason. Well, happy birthday, JB.
Whereabouts in space and time are we? Are they allowed to drink now or not?
Oh yeah, no, I don't think there's any alcohol laws in this moon.
Great, have a drink. You have to just kind of sit in it.
Ish is gonna walk over and roll up her sleeves. She's gonna go, happy birthday, JB, and then punch him in the shoulder for every year he's been born.
Ow, 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 ow. He owls 18 times.
So now I feel a little bit more comfortable about talking. And like Lysander's eyes are like at the door, like staring underneath.
Underneath, there's no shadows underneath.
For any shadows at all, just like
you don't see any.
So now that we're alone, the woman I was speaking to at the bar is Fig Fernleaf. And she wants us dead for decimating the population of spermites. Apparently that news traveled quickly, faster than we could actually fly the ship. So I think those, whoever it was found...
I did autopilot it a fair way. I didn't actually...
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, you know how to do these things so you can use them, you know? You're kind of the best pilot I've ever met. Just know what you're doing. We could have gotten here a little bit faster, but we couldn't have known that we needed to, you know?
Johnny's gonna pour themselves into the bath.
Splish. Wow. But apparently they want us dead. But was able to get some possible contacts from them. One of them being the gentleman. I don't know if I know anything about the gentleman. The name sounds familiar somehow, and I can't...
Wasn't he like hunting us or something? Didn't we get hailed by the gentleman like 6 episodes back?
Oh gosh, that was a long time ago, and we took a couple of breaks since then.
I know. It did appear in Junker's backstory, but we weren't technically there, so we don't know anything about it.
That's true. And me, Marcy, the actor, wasn't here for that either. But I don't...
It's a fairly common knowledge in crime circles is that there's basically like a gang war kind of going on in space, and it's the Halfling Mafia versus the Gentlemen. Like, it's not full out like conflict, and it's not like a war, but they're definitely opposing parties. They have different interests, differing interests. There we go.
Right. So selling to both of them isn't going to be impossible, but it is going to be very difficult. So I guess which one is worth more? Although we got this product for the Nordlids, it seems like they are very government sanctioned oriented.
I mean, we can attack government if you want. I mean, get rid of the government. No more government for the Nordics to be controlled by. I see where you're going.
Johnny, that's not what I was saying.
We could rule the world! And it's just gonna start jumping on the bed.
That's... nope. No.
I'll start writing songs. We'll victor through the music.
I could fly all the ships.
No, the halflings will buy it, is the thing. But if we sell to the halflings, it's going to be much harder to sell to the gentlemen.
Well, who has the better appreciation for rum?
We could have a rum drinking off.
No. I'm thinking more like a stock exchange, you know? Because if now, don't get me wrong, what I was saying earlier, what about rum being a commodity is true. And if one of the parties don't have a particularly good understanding of rum, we could buy, or trade rather, a whole lot of really expensive rum off them for potentially a cheaper amount of whatever the hell it is we've got. It's not drinkable, I can't remember its name, Selena. And we can have a load more rum than we might have actually got if we'd have gone through the cash route.
They've got a point.
Johnny, what you're describing is a process called laundering.
I avoid the stuff. I avoid laundering.
We could do that if you want. My issue, and the only issue that I have with doing rum as currency, is I'm afraid we're not going to have any left by the time we get to sell it.
Oh yeah.
Captain is just gonna look pointedly at Johnny.
Currently
I
bathing in
don't know.
rum. What's the issue?
Yes, small. That's about it. How many gems did Johnny grab? Those magical gem-like things.
A backpack full.
A backpack full.
Johnny, roll me 40-10.
Oh boy.
All ones. JK.
You say that now.
Right.
32 crystals.
Nice.
It's a bulging backpack. Stuffed.
Nice. And we do know that the salt-like material is fairly common.
It's hard to obtain. Hard to find like good sources of it, but it's commonly used. Yeah, it's just highly regulated in trade, so it's harder to get, but it's not uncommon. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think we should go to the gentleman and sell those crystals. Which, nice work on nabbing those, by the way, Johnny.
Thank you. All Johnny flashbacks of running from a giant worm.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
This is almost never how finding buried treasure goes. You dig it up, everyone has a bit of rum, you put your foot on it and do the pose, you know, the captain pose.
Ish is now going to try to mimic the captain pose with her boxes of pizza.
JB does this. Does the dramatic jazz hands for you.
Went a bit too Hollywood there, JB.
Sorry, just thought I added flair.
You did that. Well, what are you thinking with these crystals? Sorry.
The other option is that somebody on our ship wrote something or told somebody a story that got out. Did any of you tell anyone anything en route here?
I told JB.
JB.
She's gonna look at JB.
He's eating pizza.
Mostly got poisoned. Mostly.
All right. Respectable, sexy lady. Did you tell anyone?
Oh, still anyone what? I don't know anything.
You remember on the planet where the spermites were and the crystals and we were all drilling and... Remember
She playing it cool.
the giant
She
thing
really-
that was chasing me and I was nearly dead and I was running?
He's out to like murder you guys. She's like, I don't know anything about it. We better catch those people who did it. That's all I know.
This is exactly why I keep you around. All right.
she like her eyes look over at Johnny.
He's looking at us like, what do you mean why you keep me around? I got amnesia or something, I don't remember it.
Ish would like to go over to Captain and whisper in Captain's ear, I told you Cynthia was up to no good.
All right. Ship is probably almost done being fueled. I'm gonna go check in. I could probably see if we can find any transmissions that have been sent from our ship.
Huh?
So I'm gonna go do that if anybody wants to join me in doing that.
Ish will follow.
Okay.
She has a vendetta.
Scrat has disappeared. Have they been?
He has. He's bathing in a tub full of rum, very confused.
Oh yeah, that's all right. They'll catch up. So, yeah, gonna head on back to the ship real quick.
Okay.
Check how much my bill is for fueling.
Mm-hmm. It's about what you expected.
That's okay. We have quite a bit of gold. I can't remember where I have it written down.
You got plenty of gold.
Yeah, we have enough. And I'm gonna go and check the transmission logs to see if anybody has sent out anything from the ship.
All right. There are a couple of encrypted ones.
Oh, Junker, where are you?
I am right here, Captain.
Oh, you really blend into the surrounding environment. Wow. That is... Oh, my tiny blue heart. Oh, no.
Apologies if I startled you, Captain.
Oh, nope. I never get scared of anything.
I figured I would do routine ship maintenance now that we have landed, as I was unable to on the asteroid.
Wonderful. Good job, Junker. You're so hardworking. Can you unencrypt these transmissions? Is that something that's within your wheelhouse?
I can certainly try. Boop.
He rolls technology, and he does pretty good.
He goes, "Here you are, Captain. I have unencrypted the transmissions for you."
Oh, thank you, Junko. Let's take a look.
All right. There are 2 encrypted messages. One of them is signed from Professor Archibald.
Of course it is. What's the other one?
The other one is from Black Whirlwind.
Let's see what the one from Archibald says first.
So this one, it reads off, "To my fantastic and wonderful acquaintance, I have writing to let you know that terrible damage has been done to species, and it's like a technical species name of Spermitica.
Spermitica! I can't anymore.
That's its subspecies name. Mm-hmm. It's very technical. And I regret to say that whilst I know that the damage was done, I unfortunately do not know whom did it. So
this is a good Minotaur. Good job, Spinator. Alright, and what does the one from Black Whirlwind say?
It is from Black Whirlwind, and it is apparently a response to a previously received message, and it is a subscription to Illicit Substances Weekly. It's just basically like payment info and like confirmation and like where the next drop off point should be.
Okay, that's probably fine.
That's gotta be, he's gotta be couriering. I've seen him, he can't even handle his drink.
Oh, God. I think he followed us. Oh, God. Oh. Sorry, I expected some bad guy to be standing behind me as I read through these encrypted messages. I grab Johnny by the shoulder. I'm so glad it's you.
Folks, you're a bit jumpy. Is everything alright?
Yeah, I just don't normally have people telling me they want to kill me, thinking I'm somebody else.
Oh,
So,
you get
doesn't
used to it. We'll all be friends in the end. You wait and see.
I know you mean to be comforting, and you are. Thank you. It means a lot. Okay. All right, so somebody extrapolated probably from government details that the completely legitimate business was in the area, and that Archibald sent this message to an acquaintance, and those two things probably coincided, and we also have the name completely legitimate business on the side of our ship. We should go soon. We should go soon. And
Would you like me to prepare the ship for imminent departure, or are we staying the night?
let's get ready to go now. I did want to stay the night, but this place is actually a little bit too legitimate for us.
But don't we conduct completely legitimate business, Captain?
Well, yes, we conduct completely legitimate business, which is different than completely legitimate business. Do you understand? Great. And I'm gonna go come for a respectable, sexy lady whose name starts with an R, and I can't remember what it is.
Like it's coming to me. It's coming.
It's coming.
All I've got in my head now is Roxanne.
No, it was like Rodfa or something. Radaka? I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, I'll come for her to come on back to the ship because we need to go.
Okay.
You've taken on a job.
All right. It's only a matter of time before she comes in. She's got like a to-go box of food and like a to-go cup for drink.
Hey. And we have jailbait as well, though jailbait is not jailbait any longer.
No.
And it's also 4 minutes past midnight.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Lindy!
Happy birthday!
Celebration. All right, cool.
Anyway, sorry. I was trying to get it at midnight, but I did not.
Okay, we got real close. My microphone's completely covering my time.
Super close. So let's get out here and try to find. I'll leave it up to a vote. Do we want to pursue business with the halflings or the gentleman? My vote is for the gentleman.
Mafia.
Your vote is for mafia. All right.
My gut says gentleman, but my gut said Black Whirlwind as well.
Black Whirlwind walks like back onto the ship, and he's got like an envelope under his arm. He quickly walks to his room.
We all know, you know. What do we know?
I have no idea what you're talking. What did he do to you?
Crime most heinous. Heinous even.
All right, so let's pursue the gentleman. I will say that if we do pursue the gentleman, I think Ferngully said that the halflings have very good intel gathering experience. So it's going to be, I think, harder to do business with the halflings after we do business with the gentleman.
But remember your first reverse psychologist. And what if Fig Ferngully said you should go to these people who all sell Selena because they sell Selena, and then we go to them, and then there's actually someone waiting there to see if we go and sell Selena to them.
Oh yeah, that's true. Let's go to the gentleman. It'll be fine.
Why don't we go back to that bloke what sold us the Manders on that planet?
The Mandas? Because that's not a buyer for. They don't want to buy. They don't want to buy salt.
They work in that sort of stuff, and they were pretty good on the guitar. They'll probably help us out.
You know, they work in Mandas. They raise Mandas to sell. They don't work. They don't need salt. The salt will dry up the Mandas. The salt is very bad for the Mandas.
True.
And also that
We could go
environment.
get more
Um,
Manders.
No, it's fine. I think she
Good to
played
hear
for
this
us.
again, though.
I don't want to. I don't know. We have to trust somebody in this, and if we trust anyone, it's somebody who I'm deceiving. So let's go see the gentleman.
Can that be our new theme song?
Johnny just plays a little bit.
Completely legitimate business.
Every time we make a big decision.
Yep, right there.
So the gentleman then.
All right. Where do you guys look for the gentleman?
Yep, we're gonna go pursue looking for the gentleman, and actually, I need some tea.
It seems to me that the gentleman would be a professional, so we can't just look on Spitter or Spacebook. We're gonna have to look on probably Spinked-In.
She's dying. It's perfect. I could take a look on the Sproogle if you'd like.
Can't hurt.
Make a data check. Beep, boop, boop, beep. It takes Junker some time, but he eventually does find the gentleman's Spinked-In.
Don't click on the ones that say Spinder.
Oh, all right. Doesn't click him. So he finds out that the gentleman is known to frequent a specific quadrant of space. He doesn't have a headquarters or hideout as much as the mafia does, but this is on reviews on like the what is that website that like employees write reviews about their employers. He's on that website. But the crime like on the black market version, so it's like the dark web. And he's saying, well, people are saying that the mafia has a headquarters, the gentleman has a headquarters ship, so it is very mobile, which is why he hasn't been caught by the authorities. But it is said to frequent this quadrant of space. And he points to a spot on the map.
They got a SPE-mail address.
I believe they do.
Or we could just slide into their SPMs.
What would you like me to say?
Well... To the honourable affectation of the person what is known as the gentleman, we may have an interesting thing in the name of Selena that you might be wanting to have a look at.
I believe the name you were looking for is Selenium.
Oh, don't put that.
Oh.
If you put Selenium,
Alright.
then everyone will know that we've got Selenium. No. Tell him we're trying to sell him Selena. No one will know. And then we can say, we will meet you at these coordinates, and we'll pick some at random. That'll do. And come alone, or else. That's always what mafia people say, innit?
What's happening?
Captain Fox, I was just drafting an email
A
to the
SPE-mail.
gentleman. The SPE-mail to the gentleman.
Spinked-In.
Let's take a look at this email.
To the honorable affectation known as the gentleman. We would like to, basically, summary of, we would like to rendezvous because we would like to sell you some Selena. So please meet at these coordinates. Come alone or else.
Nope.
I will save it under the drafts folder.
Oh no. Let's see. We probably already have a transmission from the gentleman. Let's see. Can I make some kind of reach into my memory to remember a code word for these crystals that we picked up from this asteroid?
Sure. Do you know about these crystals?
I might know some off. I'm more or less asking if I can roll some sort of check to see if I've heard any names.
Give me Arcana or History.
Okay, both of them are about the same for me. I'll go ahead and add one of my d6s because I've got bunches.
Okay, I got a bunch of those. I should use those at the best moment possible.
So it's going to be 16.
All right, so with the 16, these crystals are used for a lot of things. You're not really sure exactly what things. You just know that they're pretty versatile, and you see them fetching decent rates. You've seen them like in a business deal once, and they got a pretty penny. Some people call them
Space Cowboy. Sorry.
Space Cowboy.
That's
Cowboy Bebop. No, a lot of, like sometimes these go get called what's the word I'm looking for? The tip of my tongue. Ocularum.
Okay. Okay, so draft a letter to the gentleman. I'm wondering if I can do anything crafty and fun in here.
You know, Captain Fox, I can write an awfully persuasive letter. Or dictate, anyway.
I noticed that. Thing is, I don't think he wants to buy selenium. I'm just making sure.
I hadn't finished. I was going to put love and kisses at the end.
Oh, we can still do that if you want, you know. Yeah, I'll propose we write a letter instead that addresses the gentleman. Same beginning. Beginning's great. Love the beginning. Super good. And instead of saying we would like you to buy some of our selenium or
Selena.
Selena, sorry. Say instead that we have a proposition of the highest alcorum for you, and give a fairly public place to meet the first time.
Okay. So what kind of an establishment are you wanting?
Like a nice place.
Or are you saying just a public
a
public place, and you're gonna have and do you want to pick the specific place, or just say we'd like to meet in a public place and have him pick?
Yeah, I'll have him pick because he's the buyer, so I want him to feel comfortable. Hopefully it's a place that I would never otherwise bring Johnny and Ish, because it's going to be fun.
I know exactly where we should go, Captain. Where all good pirate deals go down. A cave behind a lagoon waterfall.
Okay, I'll specify that would be ideal.
Okay.
Ish is gonna lean over to Johnny. Do I need to bring a swimsuit?
I don't know. Are you an amphibian?
No.
Are you porous?
No.
Do you need clothes to cover your... Do you have things that need to be required covered by clothes?
Yup. She's gonna slowly back away from this conversation.
Do you? Johnny just carries on now, looking up and do you?
Do you require
have mammary glands?
Wow. It's look at the time. Don't you need a drink, Johnny?
Oh. Been a long time since I've had a drink.
Go to the wet bar, get a drink.
We have a bar on the ship. We really should just be like stocking it.
You can before you leave. You haven't left yet.
Yeah. Let's also stock the bar before we leave.
Why aren't all staff meetings made around the bar?
Motion proposed! Motion accepted, hey!
Yeah, accepted.
All right, so you guys stock the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, head out. Junker's finished his maintenance.
Yeah, we have a lot of salt. We should get some margarita mix.
Okay.
Margarita! Ish says.
I think it's a different kind. Get a big tub of margarita mix.
Yep.
Ish would like to try that.
All right.
I suppose I should refrain from pouring myself into that.
It's not big enough to pour yourself into. It's like a large ice cream tub size. Not quite. Not quite. Like a gremlin, maybe, but not you.
Fair.
All right, so you guys start heading off. You send your speed mail. How do you sign it?
I'm gonna sign it with my uncle's name, Calvert Fox.
Okay.
Don't forget love and kisses.
I'll also put in love and kisses. This is gonna be the worst if we find out that they had an affair or something.
Or would it be the best?
You know, if best for Marcy, worst for us.
All right.
Yep. It's gonna be good.
And you guys don't have an exact meeting point, but you kind of know what quadrant of space he hangs out in. So you guys just gonna autopilot that direction.
Yeah, might as well. We're in no rush, and hopefully we didn't give ourselves away through that entirely legitimate transaction. Oh.
Ish would like to walk over to the captain.
Sure.
Captain?
Mm-hmm.
Remember that one time, like, I don't know, a long time ago when you said I could drive the ship?
Yeah.
Can I drive the ship?
You know what? Go nuts.
It's just going to run over to, I assume there's a captain's seat. Is Johnny in it?
Johnny's, I think, casting autopilot on the ship, which is one of the reasons I'm letting you do this.
Ish does not know.
Ish
Ish
does
is
not
going
yet.
to sit.
So yeah, I don't know where Johnny is.
Like there's more like a pilot's seat rather than a captain's seat.
Johnny's sitting on the other side of the bar, winking at Captain Fox.
Ish is going to sit down, admire the array of buttons and knobs and other things that are probably on here. Grab, is there a steering wheel? Is it like a...
It's more like joysticks.
Okay. She is going to take them and just go. Like,
right.
full...
This may backfire.
I mean, hold on, Johnny, is there? And like looking out the window and like kind of peering down the hallway into the cockpit and then looking back at Johnny. Is there a way you can give her a good scare? Like try to autopilot us almost into crashing into something and then veering off?
No, the spell only works for as long no creature enters the pilot role.
That's so funny.
Uh-huh.
The best. No, our lives are literally
So-
in our hands. Yeah, but I don't know how it works, so I'm still like kind of expecting something to happen.
And then you feel.
I'm gonna kill us!
Johnny, that's so realistic. Good job.
Johnny also doesn't really know anything about magic. He said it earlier. So he's like, oh yeah, well, I guess. Hey.
Hey. Roll me a D100-ish.
Wait, me?
Yeah. Just
What have I done?
You might
curious.
be making us make a jump right now.
Jordan has all the regrets. Ish doesn't.
Yeah.
57?
Sure. You, like, you push, slam forward. You feel like you're going faster in, and you feel like rising out of your seat a little bit.
Woo!
Do you turn at all, or are you just going?
I mean, we're just in like space, right? There's nothing really to hit, right?
I don't know. Give me a perception check.
Really depends.
Can only go up from here, right? Oh, okay.
So you're in space, and you look, and there's a satellite.
Oh, I'm moving.
Okay, you just move to the side.
Whoa!
Give me a dexterity saving throw just to see how fast your reflexes can get out of the way before you slam into this satellite.
Oh no. Can I add a d6 to that?
You most certainly can.
Thanks. Do I have another one to add?
You do, yes. Oh boy.
Well,
Alright, 14. You just
okay.
Oh.
you don't hit the satellite, but you hear us as the edge of the satellite just barely scrapes against the side of the ship.
Oh.
Captain.
In the bar room, Johnny, I don't think we need to worry about the ship having completely legitimate business written on it anymore.
Yeah, right?
Captain.
So, like, Johnny's a bit watery and I'm a bit airy, so I feel like in these conditions, I don't keep my footing as well. I just kind of, like, float a bit more than everybody else.
You're light on your feet?
Yeah, light on my feet. So I'm, like, trying to just grab onto anything. Johnny, go help her, please!
Captain! It's just yelling, wide-eyed, grabbing.
You hear a little voice in your head, Ish.
Oh, are you in need of assistance then?
Not from you! And it's just gonna move the...
Don't worry, Captain. I'll write him up. Johnny just walks into the hall, and they're going to use a bardic inspiration, but it actually sounds like it's, "Oi, hey! Straighten the ship up! Bring the mast around! Set the bilge sails out, and watch the forecastle!"
what?
In the shape you left.
Actually, you don't roll an ability for that, do you? But it was called that, so it must do something. I don't know what I put that in there for, but it's there.
There was intimidation or something.
Possibly.
It's just shaking now.
Alright, give me a piloting check.
What is that?
What do you use for yours, Scrat?
I used the one called "Bring the ship around" or "Full speed ahead."
Okay.
I've got them down as tools.
Which stat does that use?
Wisdom.
Alright, give me a wisdom check.
Everybody pray.
Alright.
I will bardically inspire them as well.
Yes, so if you wish to use
yay.
Bardic Inspiration as well, you may. It's there for 10
Can you
minutes.
remind me what that is?
I think it's a d6 at this level.
Hang on a minute, I've got the table right here.
It's a d8 at level 5, but you're not
Yeah,
the
no,
level bard yet.
I'm not that high level of bard, no.
So it's a d6.
Thank you.
I play a lot of bards. So as a 22, you're like, and you kind of just put everything back to kind of how you found it. And then the ship kind of straightens out.
Nice.
Ish at this point is like trying not to move, but she doesn't want to let go of anything.
Is there a way that during that whole thing, that Captain just accidentally grabs onto respectable sexy lady as like a stronghold?
She's just at the bar and she hasn't moved. She's just like kind of, and then the drink.
She sets down the drink and it
Pours it
goes one end of the bar and then it comes back to her and then
Yep,
drink.
that's exactly what happens.
So when the ship rights itself, Captain just kind of leans on her. Sorry about that.
Are you alright?
Better now.
White knuckling a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Arms like steel. She flexes.
Yeah. Whew. Usually I'm a little bit better off my feet. Better than when I'm on them, to be honest.
Good.
It's
Okay.
Whitey, a jolt.
Yeah.
Almost lost drink. We should level up.
Don't worry, your drinks are always going to be free here. Thank you very much. Oh, okay.
Anytime.
Thank you very much to Ken Just Ken, who's just resubbed. Ken Just Ken, you have a reroll to give to anyone you like. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Whew. That was fun. All right. I'll go check on Ish.
She's just frozen at the console.
You all right, babe?
I'm great. I'm flying the ship. It's
Yeah.
great.
You are.
You know, this thing came up and I really just need to go check on something. So could you you know, like take over for now? I mean, I'm a professional pilot and everything. I know exactly what I'm doing, but I've really got to run this errand.
I'm gonna sit down in the seat next to Ish. Sometimes all you really need is a co-pilot.
Yeah, Captain, I mean, it's urgent. It's so urgent. I can fly, you know, tomorrow or maybe even the day after.
Ish.
Yeah.
Ish.
What?
I know you're lying to me.
I'm not lying.
It's
I'm
okay to not be
truth-telling.
good at-
You're human.
Ish. And I'm just gonna like take sort of the Saturday or the after school special pose like on the seat where I'm like extending my arm. And then Ish, it's okay to not be perfect at everything the first time you try it.
That's really nice, Captain. Can you take the steering wheel?
I can. But you should come back. And maybe you can co-pilot for Johnny once in a while and learn
Wait,
the ropes.
really?
Mhm.
She's gonna kind of relax at this point. I have an important question, Captain.
Uh-huh.
If I let go of these things, are we gonna die?
I'm just gonna reach over and like grab it from under her hands. I got it.
It's just going to like carefully peel one finger off at a time.
White
And then,
knuckling.
with her hands like in a surrendering pose. She's gonna stand up, say thank you, Captain, and she is going to run out of the little room.
Captain is gonna lean over the seat and go, "Hey,
She's gonna freeze and turn around.
you're on co-pilot duty tomorrow, 6 hours."
Okay. She gets excited, and then she's gonna go straight for JB. Who is JB still JB? Who is JB?
Does JB have a different name now? Is it still jailbait? Is it something else?
Is it JB? Chew? I don't know.
I don't know. I told you guys I don't have a name.
Maybe it's not.
I just had a serial number at the orphanage.
You could be jail boss now.
Jail. I mean, I've never been to jail.
Or it could just be not JB.
Not JB.
Or we can spell it with a K so it looks nautical.
I don't know. What do you think, Ish?
I don't know.
What name sounds cool? I mean, if I could pick a name, I mean, I want a cool one.
It's just still a little shaken. They're all cool to me, man. I don't know. I just need some pizza.
Okay, well, I'll think on it. Maybe. Oh, I've got an idea. He kind of starts like pull out a data pad, typing out some things. We'll follow that up next week. And so you go off. A few hours later, you hear, "You've got mail."
I'm gonna invite everybody else in here to read it as well. So I'll click on the button.
Sport ad. I'm just kidding.
Oh man.
Dang it. Stupid spam. Spam. Space spam. Anyways, no. You open it and it is from the gentleman. It is a response. It says, I guess the coordinates for a planet saying, "Meet me at the lagoon in 3 days' time."
Told you, lagoons are always good ideas. Everyone loves a lagoon.
Okay, lagoons are fine. Lagoons are real good.
And then in the next line it says, "Bring the goods for inspection. We will discuss terms and payment if what you have is legitimate."
Okay.
It's just gonna say, "Who does he think we are?"
Hang on a minute, important
The
point. Just the
And
gentleman?
then it's just the gentleman and then XOXO.
To be clear, he thinks I'm my uncle. That's who he thinks we are.
But we got hugs and kisses in the response, which means...
Oh yeah, that's actually more worrisome than not, I'll be honest.
Oh.
I would have been worried if there wasn't a kiss.
Oh, that's true. I mean, like, for me personally, I'm gay, so it's not really a thing. But maybe something nice will happen.
Here's a PS. You almost didn't see it. It's PS, wear a suit.
Wear a suit. Oh, because we gotta do business with the businessman. Okay.
Wait. Swimsuit or real suit? Don't worry. I'll just wear my swimsuit over my real suit. It'll be fine.
Oh, okay. Great.
So the you type in the coordinates to this planet and it says the planet's name is Clarion.
Mm.
And it apparently is a you look at it like on Spoogle, you Spoogle it, and it is a huge the city covers most of the planet. It is a large, prosperous, luxurious city. They do trade, all sorts of things. It's a bougie planet.
Okay.
Wait a minute, don't we know this place? Isn't this the planet that got famous for all their movies? Like Clarion Pirating and Clarion Up the Khyber and all of them.
And I'm like, Lysander's face just goes blank, and like she slowly turns her head at them like it's the Exorcist and goes, am I to understand that you have no idea how spaceships, how to do the lingo? You're new here, you've never been here before, and yet you've seen all of these movies.
Well, I had to do something while I was drifting through space.
That makes sense. And it just turns back around.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Do you try to look up the lagoon?
Which yeah, I'll try to look up the lagoon, but for Johnny's purposes, like that might tell you that Lysander was just BSing you earlier and trying to give you some moral bonus. They completely believe Johnny about everything they said.
All right. So, you spoogle Clarion, the lagoon, and a grand ballroom pops up. This place has fine dining, dancing, and entertainment.
Dancing.
Okay.
It is like formal attire only.
Interesting. Okay, I think we might need to go to see a tailor on the way, because I just have prison clothes and then my uncle's clothes. Which my uncle was actually a little bit smaller than I was and isn't as gifted.
Now, I don't want to sound ignorant, Lysander, but can't you just, like, inflate a little bit? Or deflate a little bit?
I mean, I can, but I don't want to. I'd rather have something, I don't know. I haven't had something nice to wear for 7 or 8 years.
Isha's gonna slowly raise her hand and be like, I have a confession.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a suit of any of the varieties.
Yeah, neither do I really.
I'll
Yeah,
attach
yeah.
the lace.
Oh yeah, you have detachable lace. I forgot about that. Oh my goodness.
JB goes, all right, so we gotta get suits or dresses, fancy stuff. Oh, can we get jewelry?
Yeah, sure, we can get jewelry. How
Can
much
I wear
jewelry
a
do you have?
boa?
You have horns, right? You can get jewelry for your horns.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Snazzy.
Lindy,
Oh my
we've
God.
hit 20 retweets.
Ooh.
Ooh. All right. Well, I think the only person who hasn't gotten a goal magical item yet is Ish. No, it's Johnny. It's Johnny. I rolled the 3 and the 2, and so now it's 1. So, Johnny, please roll me a D100. You got the thing that helps you find lost things.
That's right.
5. All right. All right. This will be fine. You'll get this when you go shopping. So, you guys get to Clarion. And the docking is free. So free parking is always nice. Because everything else is a bit on the pricey side. So, you know, it's like parking's free, but spend all your money.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So, there's plenty of places to get tailored outfits and the like. There are restaurants, coffee shops, all spoffy shops, all sorts of things.
Nice. I got
It
a
is
really
a
important
hustle
question.
and bustle. Yes.
So when you buy things like upholstered bags here, is that carry-on luggage?
It's Clarion luggage,
Oh,
yes.
carry-on luggage.
It is. It's got a specific, you know, like it's got a fancy C that it stamps like products made there, so people know it's from Clarion.
Nice. Okay.
All right.
Let's go.
You're 2 days. You're here like a day and a half, 2 days early. So
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I actually like the fact that we're early too, because I want to scope out the area we'll be
about yeah. Mhm.
first. So that's nice. Let's go find a suit for everybody.
So the whole gang goes shopping.
Gonna go shopping. Yay.
Yeah.
Hidden shopping episode.
Hidden shopping episode, but shopping for fancy clothes. So
Mhm.
you arrive into a tailor's shop. It's called So Be It. And behind the counter is a pixie. He is a pixie, and he is doing detailed embroidery work on a beautiful ball gown.
I completely forgot earlier. Ken requested that we roll his reroll out randomly. So if
Sure.
we could do that, that'd be amazing. Thank you.
Sure, we'll go. 1 is Johnny, 2 is Ish, 3 is Lysander, and I don't need one. It'll be fine. So let's do one with the 3. I have plenty. Ish. You can reroll.
Thank you.
So, yeah, you walk into Soviet and you see this guy. He's doing very detailed embroidery. Waves.
Detailed
Waves to stopping point.
embroidery. I spent all my money on rum, though. Lysander, could you offer me a loan?
I thought you had detachable lace. Do you want a suit, Johnny?
No, I don't want a suit. I want a hat. To remind me of someone.
Sure. I'll forward you money for a hat.
Thank you.
And as you say that, the pixie, looks at you guys for a moment and then flies over before hovering in front of you. Hello and welcome to my store. So be it. I am le owner. Yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Should have waited half a second. Half a second.
I can't. Okay, done.
How may I assist you today? Is there an occasion for formal wear?
Yes, we are. We're actually heading to the lagoon, but we have nothing to wear.
The lagoon. Magnific choice. Now, we have some beautiful ball gowns. We have some magnific suits. What suits your fancy?
Huh.
I'd like a hat.
That? Well, I've done a bit of haberdashery from time to time. Please, monsieur.
I'd like it a specific way. It will remind me of a old acquaintance.
All right. Do you have a visual to show or a description?
Yes. I would like the hat in scarlet.
Ah,
Black fleur-de-lis. Black fleur-de-lis, tricorn.
Hmm?
Gold embroidery on the inlay, black feather with a black bow on one of the tricorn corners.
all right. I can work with this. And he kind of pulls up a little measuring tape, and then he goes around your head, takes a couple measurements.
Oh, do you want me to try and stay solid?
No, you're fine. Kind of writes the down on a tiny notebook. All right, the lace is a nice touch, but is there any other upgrades you would like aside from the hat?
No, I don't need anything else. I'm alright, aren't I, Lysander? I look alright.
Look him up and down. Yeah, I think you're fine.
All right, then how can I help you? And he turns to you, Captain Lysander.
I'm gonna point at Ish. Ish, anything strike your fancy in here? Are you a dress person?
When you turn around to Ish has never seen clothes of this magnitude. Like, they're so spectacular, so she's not paying attention at all. She's like very distracted by I assume what are sparkles on one side.
Oh, there's poofy dresses, sparkly sequin dresses. There's like a holographic glitter dress. There's like all sorts of every shape, size, and color.
She has gotten herself where she is looking under one of the poofy dresses to see what makes it so poofy. So when you turn around, all you see is like legs sticking out of a puff of tulle and sparkle. And then you talk to her, she goes, "What, Captain?" Like comes out.
What strikes your fancy? What do you want to wear?
Oh, I don't know. Do you wear these?
Would the lady like to try one on?
Yes.
He gestures to there's like an area with like a small like raised area with like almost like the mirror, like a bridal dressing like room type thing, but it's just for formal wear. And he which strikes the lady's fancy? What would she like to try on?
I want the poofiest one you have.
All right, so he kind of takes a couple quick measurements. If you would please, I will bring it in.
It's just gonna skip over to try it on.
So, what color would the lady like?
Isha's not sure. Surprise me.
All right. Kind of looks at like your skin tone a bit. All right. And he scurries off. A couple moments later, he comes back with a large, poofy purple dress. And it is, it's got some of the tulle underneath it to make it poofy. It's got like the little like bell sleeves, so they're like slightly off the shoulder. Little heart shape up top. And starting on one side, it's like holographic glitter that kind of spirals around to the bottom, or just gets super poofy. And it's very pretty.
Ish would like to try this on.
Try it on, and it fits you pretty well.
She's going to walk out of the dressing room, waddling with her hands like this, and stand in front of the mirror. Is this right?
You see, he flies over, and you feel he pulls a couple strings on the side that you weren't sure what they did, and then the dress that kind of was like, it fit okay, goes whoop, and like fits you perfectly. He ties it in a bow.
I need my hammer.
That's very right.
Davey, hammer.
He's just standing there with his jaw dropped open.
Yep, hammer. I need my hammer.
He brings it over.
She's gonna grab it, do a couple swings in the dress, make sure that it's in proper work order.
It moves surprisingly well.
She's gonna put it over her shoulder. This'll work, and she's gonna walk off the stand.
I think that dress might be poofy enough that you can like hide your hammer in the dress.
It's just gonna start digging in the poof, trying to maneuver it.
Jeremy's
like a hammer space, if you will.
You think if the handle wasn't so long in it, you could, but if you got a collapsible handle or a foldable handle, you could definitely hide it under there.
I need a foldable handle now.
You think Junkar could probably make one, or Black Whirlwind. They both seem crafty.
Oh, mental notes. And she's gonna go get her clothes from the dressing room and fashion a pocket out of some of the excess tulle.
Okay.
I assume there are safety pins laying around.
Actually no. He's that good.
She's gonna walk over to him and be like, I need something. I need a pocket. Like a big pocket.
Like how large of a pocket? I could alter the dress.
Like this big.
Like a pizza-sized pocket. A pizza pocket, if you will.
You read my mind! A pizza pocket.
I couldn't not.
Yes, a pizza pocket.
Well, I will, I need to dress, but I could add a pocket in at a small extra charge.
Okay. And she'll go back into the dressing room and put on her normal clothes. She's carrying the dress. She looks at him and looks at the dress and then, begrudgingly gives it back.
He folds it and sets it on the counter.
She's watching the dress.
It's not moving. Doesn't crawl away. He flies over and goes, well, the lady is covered, monsieur. What about you?
I think Lysander likes colorful, tight-fitting clothing, like vests and like very colorful, long-sleeved shirts with Mandarin colors.
Okay.
And I haven't decided if Lysander is a skirt person or a maybe they can go either way, skirt or pants.
It could be one of those like high lows with pants underneath.
Oh yeah.
Yes, ish. I saw the fingers.
Like, you could do a skirt that has pants under it, so we enter and you just like, oh, you know, like the sweats that rip off but a skirt. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like
Like bustle with pants. Yeah, like Torn Pixie says. Yeah.
yeah, for an air Ganassi, it's like I feel like the usual tendency is toward very loose clothing. But Lysander doesn't own a lot of fancy clothing and perhaps conflates the idea of like tightness with professionalism.
Okay.
Being like straight-laced.
So what color shirt? I'm guessing the vest and the skirt and the pants will match, but the shirt will be a different color.
I think what's gonna happen is like on the first try, like Lysander tries it for like 2 seconds and like walks out of the dressing room. And these are just like decoy clothing or like practice sort of things just to see how it fits, and then just turns on her heels and walks back in and takes it off, and then just is like, no, I need something looser. I feel constrained. I feel like I'm tight and bound. I don't like it. It feels like
Yeah, we do not want that feeling at all. Of course, we can have anything custom made, or we could go with a different style. What would you
I like the way it looked, but not the way it felt. I just feel. Oh, I don't even like wearing rings. It just feels like I'm trapped. Like my fingers are trapped.
All right. All right. And he pulls over a very loose, looks like almost like a silk, almost sheer but not quite, like a blouse, and it's got kind of looser cuffs at the bottom and at the top, like for the collar, and then he pulls over a slightly different vest, one that's a bit more not just flat, but it's got like more taperedness to it, and it's got the little like corset stitching at the sides so you can adjust, and then some matching billowy pants in the same type of style and color as the shirt, so kind of almost transparent kind of silk, but then the same material as the vest, solid black. There's like the high-low skirt, so it's kind of same style, but a lot more billowy.
Okay.
And you feel it, like the fabric actually breathes, and this you think you're gonna get hot.
Like, oh, this is so much better. And I come out with like the sleeves like billowing around. Perfect.
You constantly look like you're in like a L'Oreal commercial, just slight billowing.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I'm glad you are pleased with it. Now, and he kind of looks at the back, and JB's just kind of like looking at everything, and then Black Roland said he already had something. So it's just JB and respectable, sexy lady here. You've realized that Archibald never got back on after you made that stop on that planet.
That's okay. We really only hired him for one job. That's like a way that a lot of pirate ships used to work, is that like people would just get contracted for like one thing and then get off somewhere else as soon as they were complete. So he got his research in, so
he did.
That's
so you see JB actually winds up with a purple pinstripe vest in like skinny pants with a nice kind of like a almost off-white, but it's like a very pale gold shirt underneath it, and a hat. But it's got like holes for his horns so that his horns are free. And then yeah, there's some like material that matches the shirt that kind of gets wrapped around his horns, kind of spiral like. It's pretty classy looking. Nice. And then respectable sexy lady gets a dress. She looked at the pants and the shirts and was like, no. And then she gets it is a what color would she wear? I think she's gonna get a like silverish kind of slate colored gray slinky dress. It is kind of like that has that slight sheen to it. But it's also like kind of like that holographic fabric, so like in certain like light it's got like different colors to it, and it's got like a slit that goes all the way up to mid-thigh on one side, and then it's got spaghetti straps, so it really like shows off her muscly arms. That's what she winds up getting.
Oh yeah.
But then she also gets a big fur stole for it to match, and it's a big white fur stole.
Nice.
Everybody is decked out with clothes. It takes a few hours for him to make the hat from scratch, but the hat is to your specifications, Johnny.
Wonderful. Perfect.
I'm glad it pleases you.
And I'll also put on the magic item I got a while back, which was my
yeah,
my sunglasses.
Yep.
I'm ready.
Yes, you are. Oh, we still have a couple days.
So, do you get your fancy digs and go scout out the place?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you get to this place, and it is by the time you leave the shop, it's kind of evening time, and like the nightlife starting to kind of come out a little bit in the city. And you guys get to the lagoon. It is a large neon sign. It's got a picture of like a waterfall going into the lagoon, and it's like that, but the L is the waterfall going into the lagoon, and then it's all cursive for the rest. Outside the front door are two bouncers, and appears someone with a checklist.
Interesting.
Are we wearing our fancy attire right now?
If you want to be.
Ish would love to be.
Okay, then yes, you are.
Sorry, I just needed
no
note for later.
Understandable. All right. And it's like the avenues of the streets are pretty busy and crowded with buildings like jam-packed in, but this one actually has a bit of space around it. It's like the only one, and then there's like empty lots, and then more buildings. Okay. And it's huge.
Like how huge?
Like mini mall.
Ooh, that's a big place.
Big. You could fit like a few bowling alleys in here. And like some swimming pools, maybe a small golf course. It's big.
That's weird.
And it's the whole like upper third of the building is all windows, but they're all tinted glass, so you can't see inside.
Nice digs.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not exactly a place behind a waterfall, but it is technically a place behind a waterfall. And technically correct is the best kind of correct.
And there's a fountain out front. It's real pretty. Like Bellagio style.
Nice. I don't think I'm on a guest list anywhere. But I might as well try.
I might be.
You might be.
I'm really lucky.
I'm going to extend my my hand to respectable sexy lady
Mm-hmm.
and be like, it looks better if we appear to be like we're with somebody. If you don't mind.
Of course. She'll like there's such a height difference between you two. Like she goes to offer the arm and then just takes the hand.
No, it's okay. I'm going to cast levitate on myself.
Oh,
because
okay.
I can do that, and I'm just gonna.
Levitate up, take the arm.
Yep.
Baby's like, you heard the captain. You know.
Oh, that thirsty boy.
She's gonna like. She doesn't quite understand what this like is going for.
Uh-huh.
So she's just gonna like grab JB's elbow
Uh-huh.
and like make eye contact and be like, "Is this right?"
I think so. I don't know.
Okay. They'll start walking.
Uh-huh. So Black Whirlwind catches up, and he's got like a top hat on and like a black and white suit, and his hand is like super blingin'. He's actually got like an attachment for shaking hands. It's got like silver engravings and some rhinestones. Yeah, he's got a top hat. It's real nice. And a bow tie, suspenders. I didn't have a vest on, but he's got the jacket. And he's like, oh, it took me a while to get changed. Had to get the hook attachment off first.
You scrub up quite nice.
Thank you. And he's got his beard all braided real nice too, with like little silver beads in there. Not just the scraggly mess that it normally is.
Johnny does
His
not know
hair
how to
slicked up.
feel.
Poor Johnny. So you guys walk up to the bouncers.
All right, landlubbers, how's it going?
Kind of look at each other and looks at the guy with the clipboard. The guy with the clipboard says, "Yes, can I help you?"
Of course.
Name?
Deep. Deep as the ocean. Johnny Deep.
Don't believe I have a Mr. Deep on the guest list. Is there another alias you go by, perhaps?
No, you won't find me on any list, mate. You know who I am, don't you?
Give me a deception check?
$21.
Nice.
Of course, and is this your entourage for the evening?
Entourage? No, mate, no. This is, you should, be, respectful. I have deigned to call this wonderful captain my captain. This is Captain Fox.
A pleasure.
And the rest of our crew.
The entourage.
I'm the co-pilot.
Right.
And that is a minor, and that is a minor, but they're spelt different.
Gibby's like, I'm not a minor anymore. We don't allow minors. ORs. Minors.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Yeah. No minors here.
It just turned his birthday. We're going to take him in for a treat and to see a certain gentleman.
Of course. and one of the bouncers will open the door.
Nice.
A pleasure.
As always.
Just following in, attached to a respectable, sexy lady like Leroy Jetson. Just.
Alright, you guys walk inside, and it is dark at first. But you see that this is a hallway, and it opens up. You see lights at the end. And the lights are kind of twinkling a little bit. It opens up into a large atrium. There are trees in here, and flowers, orchids. There's a waterfall into a lagoon. There's a bar that's in the lagoon with, it's floating. There are, like, stepping stones out to it with chairs. There is a rather large dance floor. It appears to be on top of the waterfall. There's like a boardwalk area. It's huge, and it's just all sorts of mood lighting going on here. There is a live band. You can tell it's live, but you can't see where the band is. And just wealth. This place radiates wealth and power. You see nothing but beautifully and fancifully dressed people. There appears to also be some game tables where some gambling is taking place and the like on the other side of the room. Some people are doing shopping, some people are watching something on some screens. There's a lounge area where you see a bunch of smoke kind of wafting out of. It's huge. You could probably spend days exploring this place.
Well, this is odd.
Captain.
Uh-huh.
Can we dance?
Of course.
Yes! Asia's gonna wait for a response after, of course, she's gonna run to the dance floor.
Do you drag JB with you, or you just run off?
Well, I assume that there's so much stress here, I'm gonna start running on it. So I'm gonna, like, heft it up, and you see my boots under it.
Yeah.
She's got a hammer in one hand and her dress in the other, and she's just like running to the dance floor.
You get a couple of looks. People are like at your boots as you walk by.
It's the new trend. She keeps going.
Always be a trendsetter-ish. Always be a trendsetter.
You run to the dance floor. Where does everybody else go? JB's like, I'm gonna follow her.
Do you know where we're supposed to meet the gentleman, Lysander? I've forgotten.
No, they just gave us this location. Although you specified behind a waterfall somewhere, so I'm gonna peer around for any sort of fake or real waterfall that they have.
Well, there's the real waterfall. There's a bar in front of, like, floating in the lagoon. You don't see anything behind, but also you haven't really. I mean, you can look for like a way behind the waterfall.
Yeah, I'd like to do that, please.
Give me like a perception or investigation.
All right, will do.
So you can just walk around, real casual.
17.
All right, 17. You kind of walk around. You see that there is a door labeled "maintenance only," kind of real stealthily hidden behind some bushes near the waterfall area.
Okay. And I guess I would take a look around at this place. We're all here together, and that's fine. I wanna look for, and maybe I'll consult with respectable, sexy lady on this.
Okay.
She seems like a bam.
She is constantly looking around.
Yeah, just looking for like weak spots, good points for sniping. Because if there are snipers, I want my sniper to take out their snipers.
When you ask about places for sniping, she goes, "Oh, if you want to have a sniper in position, you should get down near the employee-only lighting area. Over there." You don't see an employee boardwalk lighting area, but you see where lights are.
Okay. That might be where I need you to...
Well, that is only if you were on dance floor or in bar. it depends on if you're in other room. You might be if you're in gambling room. You would want to have someone positioned behind the slot machine. You're in lounge. Well, already natural smoke screen, so you could theoretically just pick a corner.
Interesting.
Just not behind the banana plant. Terrible view. You don't see inside the lounge at all. You just see the smoke wafting out.
Okay.
Am I privy to this conversation? Can I hear too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, though, Kevin Fox, I think you're being a bit jumpy. It'll probably all be alright. Things usually just work themselves out, don't they?
Well, you're the one who's suggesting your luck's running out.
That's a good point.
Doesn't help to be careless about things, especially when we are carrying some goods that other people want.
So I need to start being careful.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a thing that happens sometimes when you're in trouble, and you know it, and other people know it too, and they want to make it worse for you.
Does that mean I need to start looking out for things and stop telling people everything all the time?
Oh God, is that what you've been doing?
It's usually my go-to, yeah. People generally come round to my way of thinking eventually.
Oh no. Oh God, yeah, don't do, Johnny, why? Johnny, let's be clear, I'm sorry I stuffed pizza in your mouth. But now I feel really good about it. I was sorry. But now I'm not. It's so crazy how that works. Oh God. Yeah, don't tell anyone anything. Oh God.
Don't tell anyone anything. That seems awfully specific.
Actually, it's very general. It's like a blanket statement. Just don't tell anybody anything that would want people to kill you. Posadas. That makes sense? At all?
No, but I'll play by your rules. My luck's running out.
Okay. Alright. That's great. And then I guess I'll take respectable sexy lady to the bar while I still have some levitate left in me.
Okay.
Order her a drink so that we can sort of, I don't know, blend.
Blend, sure.
Yeah. Not just eyes everywhere looking for for weak points.
She definitely still has eyes everywhere, but it's just her eyes. She knows how to look at a room without looking like she's looking at a room.
Yeah.
Here's like a martini. It's like a blue purple swirl martini.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, Ish. You're on the dance floor. This groovy music's playing.
Here is what I, as Jordan, imagine is going on. So, I mean, we're at a nice place. I assume that people are, trying to dance like they're cool. You know, that dance where, they're not really giving it all of their soul, but they're like, oh, yeah, I'm cool and I can dance. Ish is out on the dance floor, dancing with her hammer and, swinging it around. I think that she, tries to, get low, but she just gets enveloped in the poof.
Just in the poof, yeah.
And so every once in a while, sporadically, she'll disappear and come back.
Nice. Why don't you give me a performance check?
Oh dear.
I want to see how good your dancing is.
Getting low, getting poofed.
Oh no.
So good.
You do have a couple of rerolls in your pocket.
Oh, can Well,
Also, this is a hilarious time for an at one. I mean,
we'll just leave it. I mean,
Okay. So you go a little too low one time, and you feel like something in like your back, like, and you're like, oh, and you're.
I imagine like my actual back.
Yeah,
Like I broke myself dancing.
like you pulled something. Yeah,
in the poof.
in the poof. You can't get back up because that would require your back. So you're like stuck.
She's gonna look up and just yell, JB!
Yeah, where are you?
I'm not sure anymore.
What do you need me for?
I think help me up.
Okay.
Here. And she's gonna lift up her hands with the hammer to where she can like.
He's like, okay, I see the hammer. All right, I found your hands. All right. Wow, this is a reach. This is a big skirt.
You're telling me. Oh no.
He's gonna try to pull you up. He grabs like your arms and he kind of like follows your arms down to get like underneath them so he can just kind of like scoot forward and then lift you up and without like pulling you over.
Does it work?
You're able to get out, but you don't think you should go that low again.
Am I broken?
It still hurts a bit.
It's just gonna. Now she's like flipped like the heavy hammer part of her hammer down to the ground. It's
This is like a walking stick.
walking stick, and she is going to be like, "JB, let's go get a drink," and she's gonna like hobble over to the bar.
Do you need help? Here. And you can like,
I'm fine.
Like, it's fine. Let's go to the bar. So you see a Ish coming over Lysander with her hammer as a walking stick, with JP kind of like awkwardly got his arm around her. What is Johnny doing in here?
you said there was a lagoon bar.
There's a lagoon bar.
No more questions.
All right, at the lagoon bar.
Yep. I haven't got any money though, have I? I've got a fancy outfit though. They'll probably give me drinks for a bit.
Okay. All right. So, you walk up to the bar. You see that there is a young lady bartender. She is behind the bar is actually water. Her side of the bar is in the lagoon. She appears to be a mermaid.
Do I know you?
No, I don't reckon we've met.
Where did you go to college?
What, at college? I didn't go to college. I took bartender course online.
Me neither. Maybe that's where we met.
I don't think so. You know?
Fair enough. Can I grab a rum, please?
A rum? What kind? We got 36 different kinds of rum here. You can't just say you like rum. You got a little... She just gestures to like a bookshelf full of rum.
One of each, please.
Alright, and name for the tab?
Sleep. Mr. Sleep.
Mr. Sleep. I don't think you've been here before, Mr. Sleep.
No, probably not. I don't often appear on lists and registers.
Let's see. Well, you're gonna be on the tab. And she swims over. And she's gonna pour like a rum flight, but it's like 6 rum flights, and then sets them down. You see varying shades and colors of rum in glasses.
You know, I'm a great appreciator of rum, but it's very rare. I actually get to try them all. There goes me hat.
Well, if you ever get tired of rum, we've got a whole other selection of liquors.
What do you mean, other liquors?
You know, whiskey, bourbon, scotch. We got vodka. Also, you know, the fruity kinds. Bunch of stuff.
We'll get to that in a bit.
All right, Mr. Sleep. Just call out if you need me.
I will do. Thank you.
She'll swim over and help out another customer, which is Ish, because Ish is coming up, wobbling up to the bar with JB. How can I help you today?
Get me a margarita stat.
Margarita? All right. What's the name for the tab?
Ish.
Ish. All right.
Co-pilot of the completely legitimate.
Sure. And she just kind of scribbles something down, like sticks it to the like plate behind her, and she makes a margarita.
I'm so excited.
She's like, want salt or sugar around the rim.
Sugar.
All right. It's like pink sugar around the rim. Margarita.
The first thing Isha's going to do is lick all of the sugar off the rim.
Okay. Yep.
And then proceed to just chug the margarita.
It's pretty tasty.
Delicious.
Delicious.
JB, and she's gonna put the glass down.
Yeah?
You have got to try this.
All right. Well, I'm JB. Could I have one too? She's like, sure. Margarita. He tries it. He didn't chug it. He just tries it. This is good. Yeah.
Can I get a side of sugar?
You want? Just hands you a shot glass full of pink sugar.
Can JB get one too?
Gets another one, slams it down.
This is JB's sidekick to the co-pilot, someday co-captain of completely legitimate business. You have officially met famous people, and she is going to look at JB.
Sweetheart, I meet famous people every day.
Well, that's cool. She's gonna take the shot of sugar.
Oh
The
no!
whole thing.
My mouth is really dry. You can't swallow. You regret so many things.
Start coughing. I'm gonna need another margarita.
Oh my god, kids these days. She just makes one. Captain Lysander, you keeping an eye out on things? Scoping the place?
Yeah, I'm scoping.
Give me another perception check.
Oh, okay.
Just to see what you pick up.
As soon as I get to the place where I can know the thing. 14. I'm
All right.
do
So you notice that there is definitely security here, though they blend in really well. They're not like obvious security. They're just almost as nice as the clientele here.
I would actually like to use one of my D6s as well.
Sure. Go for it.
I have many. Oh, look, it's a 15 now.
A 15 now. Cool. So the security is just almost as nice as the clientele. But you notice they'll kind of they do the thing. They look around. They keep an eye on everybody. They occasionally ask someone how they're doing. You know, if they look a little sloshed. And they go on a certain pattern. You kind of start to pick up on the pattern, but it does seem to shift every every half hour or so. It's the same but subtle shifts. Like instead of walking behind the red sofa, they walk in front of it. You know, just kind of vary it up a bit. They cover the same kind of pattern. You also notice that there are, while you're out watching everybody, there's a few people watching you as well. Not just specifically, they're not staring at you, but they're also watching everybody. So you see kind of same people. Yeah. Same kinds of people looking out, kind of try to scope the place.
Okay. I'll keep
And
that.
you'll also notice that there is a like an event board near the lounge.
Oh, cool. I will commit that into my memory bank. And I'd also like to take a look at the event board.
All right.
If there's anything going on in a couple days' time when
So-
we're supposed to be here.
In 2 days' time, there is the semi-annual ball. It is labeled one of the events of the year. Guest list only. And there's also tomorrow night, because there's like tonight, tomorrow, and the next day. So next day is semi-annual ball. Tomorrow night, it's lounge reserved for family event. And the word family is italicized and in a slightly different font.
And is that our meeting date?
Nope, that's the day before your meeting date.
It's a different day. Okay.
But you have heard the halfling mafia referred to as one big family before.
Interesting. Okay. Commit that to memory too.
Mhm.
I think I might need to send a transmission to the gentleman tonight from our ship to get everybody who's here
On the guest list. Yeah.
Sure.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
So, you guys can spend as much time here as you like. Get back to your ship. Send that transmission, and we're gonna end it there for tonight's completely legitimate business. You getting ready to maybe go attend a few events. A couple events.
Okay.
Very nice. Very nice
Yeah.
indeed.
Thank you. For
Very,
having me.
very nice.
And
So,
also-
Happy birthday!
I'm excited. So excited. We're gonna go around and say who we are, where we can find you, and what your favorite moment from the show is. Or are we doing something different?
We're doing
It's a year.
something a little different this week. We
Okay.
now have post-production high quality credits to roll. So we will be talking about our favorite parts over in the Discord, in the curriculum channel, Completely Legitimate Business. Yes, we'll be doing a raid very shortly. So
Ooh.
thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. Until next time, keep on evoking emotions. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.